Hey, my name is Parmintra Parson. I am a business coach and trainer here at ActionCOACH Guyana. And today we're going to talk about leading in a fast-paced environment, an ever-changing environment. We live in a marketplace that is ever-changing. We have pandemics, we have changing in technology, we have so much changes that we as business leaders need to be able to navigate. And the three key areas that we'll talk about is being able to navigate through these changes, being able to make sense of what's happening in our marketplace and the customer demands and so forth, being able to navigate. The second area that we're going to talk about is being able to make clear decisions and to be decisive and to be able to move forward. And that is, what is going to be required as a leader. And the third area is going to be, how do we keep our teams focused and being able to get them on track, using or getting them focused on the right things and keeping them accountable to be able to do that. And we often look at these three areas in a framework we call the VUCA. And VUCA stands, it's V-U-C-A. It's volatile. V stands for volatile. The U stands for uncertainty. The C stands for complexity. And A is ambiguity. And that's a term that was derived back in, I guess, in the World War, when there is a lot of moving parts happening in that time. And that concept developed and it was adapted in the business environment. So when we look at VUCA, we look at an environment that is volatile. And what does that mean? It means that there are rapid changes. It means that things are changing ever so. It's quick. It's moving, and you're not sure of what are the outcomes. You're not sure about, if you have customers, what will be their demands. If we, move in this direction, will we be able to attract more of our customers? Will we be losing some of our customers? So short-term decision making becomes very, very important. So you got to be able now to adapt, to be aware of what's happening in our environment, and then to be able to make those quick decisions. So short-term decision making is going to be important for a business leader to adapt when we look at an environment that is volatile. And then we look at uncertainty. And uncertainty is where you're not sure of if you make a decision, what's going to happen. So when you're working in an uncertain environment, you gotta be able to bring some certainty to your decision making or to your team. So it's having that open-mindedness to be able to understand, what's coming in front of us, or what's coming, what's our customers saying, and what are we observing in the environment, and to be able to be clear on, where we're going. Because in an uncertain environment, you can't really depend on the past, right? And you got to be aware of what's happening in the present, and you're not sure what's happening, what's going to be the outcome. Then where do you put your attention? And your attention really lies in your vision and being able to be clear on why your organization is there and what's set up for. Because that is what will be your guiding light for yourself and your team as well. So when you're making decisions in an uncertain environment, you focus on that guiding light, that vision, why your business was set up, and the work that you're doing, so that you can be able to guide your team. You can be able to guide them and direct them. Okay, this is the direction that we're going. Yes, there is a lot of uncertainty, but that's the clear path. All right, so that's uncertainty. And then we look at complexity and what's happening in the world today, the pandemics and global crisis and affecting supply chains and all of that is happening. It's our ability to be aware of those moving parts and make sense of it. And when we can be able to make sense of it as much as we can, then we can be able to, offer that guidance and to be able to make those decisions. So as a leader as well, you need to be aware of, or always be taking in the information so that you can be able to understand the complexities of what's happening and make sense of it, and bringing those in alignment so that you can be able to make clear decisions. And that is when it comes to a complex environment. So you got to be able to do the work of understanding what's happening and how that's going to affect your business. And then there is ambiguity, and ambiguity is, where there is a lot of things that are happening, and you're not clear about it. You're not clear about what you need to do, and you'll make decisions, and you're not aware. You're not going to be certain that this is going to be the outcome for your decision making, or your decisions that you make. So having that open-mindedness is what's going to benefit a leader. All right, so having that open mind and be receptive to what is going to what you can be able to, what's in front of you, so that you can be able to make decisions. So the VUCA framework is what you can be able to use to be able to help you navigate through these changes. And as you navigate through these changes, you'll need to help your team, or to empower your team through these changes. And what does that mean? It means that you, first of all, and coming back to our point, is first of all understanding what those moving parts are, and through that VUCA framework, accepting that. And then you look at the decision making that you need to make, because you'll need to make decisions. And if you don't make decisions, then you'll just be tossed around by what's happening, and you won't have any clear directions. So it's making sure that you are clear on the vision and why your organization is set up, so that you can be able to have that guiding light and helping you to be able to navigate and make decisions. And then finally, it comes to empowering your team and making sure that they have clear directions, and you're holding them accountable as well to what are the tasks, and you're managing those tasks so that you can be able to have your organization move in that particular direction. All right. So as you go through, or as you lead through change, it requires confidence. It requires a clear direction for your team, and it requires, courage. All right, and your ability to be able to adapt. So, as the famous saying, the Yoda from the Star Wars movie says, "May the Force be with you." Take the bulls by the horn, and you lead through change, and that is what is required. Strong leadership. We often talk about strong leadership. It's about being able to, use our minds and to be able to make sense of the world and our experiences and so forth. And the other factor that is required for strong leadership, it's a heart and the spirit. So you understand what are the emotional or the energy that you are putting into your leadership. All right. So may the force be with you, and be strong, make decisive decisions, empower your team so that they can be able to move forward, and you can be able to move your organization, your cause, through the ever-changing environment that we all face. Best of luck.